Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jabari Mongoose. This is episode 3 of my Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke. This will be the very first episode I've ever recorded my voice, and that is simply because this is all new to me. I've always wanted to try to create consistent content on YouTube, haven't really had the resources or the way to do it. And I'm finally figuring some things out, because I love doing Nuzlocke challenges, and I think that's something I'm really good at, and I want to share my experiences. So this is sort of how the layout or the format of my videos will be going forward. And I'm open to any kind of critique, any constructive criticism to, help things look and feel more smooth. But we're going to go right into it. So recapping things that happened in the last 2 episodes, because no commentary. This is a full randomized Nuzlocke playthrough of Pokemon Black, and this also means the legendaries are able to be encountered or gifted, and I decided to go with Celebi, who I nicknamed BB, and so far it's been putting insane amount of work. I also now have Pinchy the Drapion, which is, I consider it a godsend. That thing, it has almost put in more work than Celebi. And unfortunately, lost some other guys there, or just one. We lost the Chingling, which wasn't too sad about. It would have been cool to use it. I've never used a Chimecho in any playthrough before. The third Pokemon I got, which was Derp Slowpoke, that I'm actually excited about. I've used Slowbro before in previous playthroughs, and love the water psychic typing, and I love that it knows Yawn, so really happy about that. And we got our first badge, so what I'm excited about in this episode is I'm going to be, I have one encounter on this new route, and then when we confront Team Plasma in the cave, there'll be a second encounter. And you'll see pretty soon that one of those two I'm going to be extremely excited about. So going on to what's happening right now is we're fighting some of the new randomized trainers. I can't get Derp to stay in. Just the randomized typings are not in his favor right now, so I have to rely heavily on BB, which I'm okay with, but I would like to also use some of my other guys, because the second gym leader, her Pokemon's highest level is 20, and I'm making sure that any Pokemon I use do not exceed 20. So I need to start being conscious about the levels of my team, and also get more Pokemon so I can share the XP around. So, this battle right here is just ridiculous. You see, it starts off normal, and then that damn sand attack is what gets me here. So, you see here, I get the Yawn, and then I start using Water Gun. Now, I've only been hit sand attack once. I know there's chances to miss, but you see here, I missed once. He's asleep. Second attack, miss. Third attack, miss. Now, fourth attack I do hit. Now, honestly, after the second miss, I should have switched. You're going to see right here on my next turn that now I got 2 sand attack stacks on me. I'm going to switch into Pinchy. And even though Pinchy doesn't have anything super effective against it, just the fact that it's a Drapion and the fact that it's a stab bite is going to put work on any of these low-level mons, type resist or not. But yeah, I'm going to be going around the daycare, fighting these toddlers for money. There's a hidden item here. It takes me a second to find it. But, all the items are randomized. The TMs are randomized. So, because I know I got the TM for Wing Attack from the first gym, and that's normally Workup. So that could be used on any of my Pokemon, and I'm holding on to it just maybe I will just go ahead and give it to some Mons. I was kind of hoping that kid, his dialogue, he uses Hyper Beam in his dialogue before you fight. I was hoping he had a Pokemon that did have Hyper Beam. Okay, so the next event here, we go into our rival battle. Now, Sharon, he has a Toxicroak. That was one of the other starter options, and that's just extremely easy for Celebi to deal with right now. Could be scary later on because then he'll have more access to better poison moves. But Sharon's just been reading me like a book right now. He taunts me, so I can't use Yawn. Now, I used Water Gun because I wanted to see if this was a dry skin Toxicroak. Because I can't remember, I think it gets like Poison Touch or something. But I get flinched, so I just decide not to keep Slowpoke in. And I go out into BB and just one-shots it with the Confusion. And then he has a Boufflant, and I vouched to stay in, and just used a Leech Seed. Now, right here, I probably could have switched to Drapion, so that, I don't know why I'm changing how I pronounce the name, Drapion. I could have switched into him so that I could split the HP, because you're going to see after this, BB is going to get a lot of XP. Battle's taken care of. Team Plasma runs by. They stole that little girl's Pokemon, which is pathetic of them to do that. So, we're going to be the superheroes that we are. I did a quick cut because I went back to the daycare to heal, got my item, and we're going to get my encounter here. This is a Pineco. One thing that I was pretty sure about is this thing has self-destruct, so what I decided to do is instead of just start chucking Pokeballs, I wanted to chance and get it to fall asleep. And you see, the conditions are perfect. It's in yellow, but now it just self-destructed. Fortunately, Derp holds it. Like, I got some bulky Mons right now, so happy to keep Derp alive. Sad that we missed the encounter, because Bug and Steel type is definitely different than what I already have. And I could have had a Latios. Yeah. And I make a quick cut because I just switch into Drapion and it kills in one shot. So up here, gonna fight this trainer. She gives me Oran Berries. And this Probopass was annoying. I'm gonna make a cut because it just took too long. But basically, Slowpoke wasn't doing enough damage with Water Gun, so I switch into Celebi. He uses Block, so I can't escape. So it was just Leech Seed and spamming Confusion until it died. And it was just annoying. It took too long. That's why I made a cut, because I didn't want you guys to go through the torment I went through. So here I opt to actually stay to keep Derp in, and he does good. One of the reasons I've been also fighting wild Pokemon is to get Derp up, but also I wanted him to learn Confusion as soon as possible. I wanted to double stab. I wanted to stab Water Gun, I wanted to stab Confusion. So, now that he has that, I feel like he can just handle more things now. And then she sends out Clefairy. Use this time to talk a little bit about... Right now, my goal is just to do different Nuzlocke challenges. I can do randomizers, I can do playthroughs of just normal games. It looks like I'm mostly sticking around to, like, up to Gen 5, just because of what I have access to right now. But, thinking of doing a Platinum playthrough the next game I do after this. but looks like my schedule is going to be a video on the weekdays in the afternoon. Right now I'm opting for Monday through Friday. It could change to be where it's like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we'll see as it goes. We'll see how doing the recording and editing affects me. So yeah, I heal up right now. And let's see, what item was this again? Oh yeah, Destiny Knots. I have not been too thrilled with a lot of the items I've been pulling, but hoping to get some good ones pretty soon. So yeah, now we go into the cave. And now it's time for us to take care of Team Plasma. I can't tell if I like the sped up music, because it actually sounds good in some situations. I don't know if I'm going to have this music or some other background music when I upload this video. I'll make a final decision after the voiceover. But, you know, right now you can see Slowpoke is doing work. I decided to keep him in on the BM because I was pretty sure it only knew Confusion as an attacking move. Because right now it's just using Growl. Good job, Derp. Again, really happy I have a good water type like Slowbro. Now this fight, I was a little bit concerned. So I was introduced to randomizers through Shady Penguin when he used to do a lot of like Soul Links and everything. I remembered during randomizers that you had to fight with an ally trainer. They could sometimes attack you because like the AI from the randomizer, I don't know, just saw you as like an opposing trainer as well. But in this match, I don't think that's the case for this because Sharon does fantastic with Toxic Rogue here. As he used the Mud Slap on Magneton, which was the correct call. I pivot into Drapion because I didn't want to get Thunder Shocked. And so Drapion takes care of the Mr. Mime. And after that, me and Sharon just obliterate the Magneton. So really happy how this went out. Because that Magneton could have been very scary. Now it's time for me to get my encounter here, and this is the encounter I'm happy about. I think this is going to pay off well in the long run. It's a Zorua. I guess I already spoiled that I am going to catch it, but I didn't expect to catch one. That's why I like randomizers. Why I'll play them occasionally, because it's cool to get certain Pokemon like super early on. And I can say I've never used a Celebi in any game before. So I like the fact that I'm using it in this, even if it is a Mythic. So I decided to use a Poison Sting because I thought a Crit Cut would kill, but Crit Poison Sting wouldn't. And we're going to use a Dust Wall. And we catch it. So the nickname I decided to give this one is I want to call it Loki because the illusion ability it has, you know, sort of the trickster that it is. So probably a little obvious, but I like it. And then the remaining thing I do here. Oh yeah, I checked its nature. It's relax. Not happy about that. I would have much rather had a nature boosting one of its attacks or its speed, but you know, that's just not how it rolls sometimes. I skipped some encounters because I was trying to find where that hidden item was, and the Rossberry could be helpful, but not 100% sure because it would help if I knew some trainers' Pokemon's going into fights ahead of time, but it's a randomizer, so that's not going to happen. So, little girl gets her Pokemon back. We get heal balls. Always appreciate free Pokeballs. And basically, the remaining of this episode is me finishing off the rest of this route. I go back and heal, so I made a quick cut. And I'm going to go ahead and fight some of these trainers. This one just surprised me a little bit. It kind of made me laugh. It's a Salamence. So, yeah. And I was kicking myself because I did not switch. I did not have Loki in the front because I would have liked to have had Loki in the front so that I could pivot into another Pokemon to switch train it. Yeah, I'm also not using unlimited rare candies. I know that a lot of Nuzlockers use currently, and that's because I don't know how to. I don't have the actual randomizer software on my phone. This was a pre-randomized game I downloaded. So if there's any tips or advice people can give me on that, I would love to look into it more. But just working with what I got right now. But not having an issue with XP or leveling up. A lot of the strong trainers, a lot of trainers with certain Pokemon just give me really good XP right now. So we'll be wrapping up here. There's like 3 trainers left, a few more items that I'm also going to grab as well. Because, especially in a randomizer, I really, really want to get like all the hidden items and items lying in the ground as I can, because it could be a Master Ball, could be anything, any good battle items that are only available in post-game. So, we'll see. Take care of the Spiritomb. Okay, my team is pre-equipped for that. I am a little concerned because I got 2 Psychic types and 2 Dark types. Oh, this one right here. So, I did not make a cut on this encounter because I did try to defeat this. Get experience for Loki. So I pivot into Pinchy. He just uses a Guts right now. And then he uses Swagger. And if I can hit through it, I'm going to kill it. But no, I get hurt and confusion, so I decide to go again. I avoid the second Swagger, and I get hit by my confusion again. So at this point, I make the call to just run away. It's not worth it. Because I'm not using items in battle right now, but I haven't made the decision if I'm doing like the hardcore Nuzlocke rules where I can't use items in battle. Because usually my rule is I avoid using items unless it's absolutely necessary. But I don't know. I'll make the call when I guess I'm met with that decision. Drapion is such an insane Pokemon. I love that I have it on this team. Now, this actually scared me for a little bit, but then I realized that I should just switch to one of my Psychic types, and I decided to go with Derp because he just resists everything that Cobalion can throw. I get the Yawn, and here I was very impressed with Derp because he gets a freaking crit. So, good job, Derp. So yeah, like I'm really happy, got a lot of XP on my Pokemon. And Pinchy tries to learn Acupressure. I don't think it's going to be useful. It's a little too random for me. So I decided to avoid it. And I get the last item on this route, which is a Max Revive. I will never use it, so I will sell it. Last trainer before the next city. It's the second badge. I'm blanking out on names right now. I'll have that all together next time I record. So this last trainer decides to make this interesting by sending out a freaking Palkia. And what's scary is that I forgot that Palkia learns Ancient Power very early. So I was dreading the Omniboost. I set up the Leech Seed, and I'm just spamming Confusions. And he doesn't get it again, which is good. Three in a row, no boost. So, very happy about that. Take care of the Palkia. And right here, I get Magical Leaf. So 2 good stab moves for Celebi at her level, or their level. So, extremely happy about that. Okay, so in this situation, I went into Loki, there was this AIM-Mass's stuff, and so another Pursuit will hit, but he uses Disable. So I just decide to go back into Celebi. Now I went into Celebi because, one, I felt confident that any Ghost move Celebi can just take because of its level, but also I didn't want to distribute the experience 3 ways. I wanted to keep it 2 ways. Just for, I can take advantage of it right now. And that's it for this route. So a lot done. So I'm going to save here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.